here. You're ready. Welcome to my world.
Hello, how's everybody doing? It's your favorite action figure reviewer. I'm Ghost of Sparta, and in this fantastic video, I'll be reviewing Pocket World's Leon S. Kennedy from Resident Evil 6. We will be looking at accessories, paint apps, sculpt, and articulation. Please help this channel by hitting that like button. It's a small thing, doesn't cost much, but it increases the support for this channel. And if you're new to this channel, welcome. We welcome newcomers. If you like action figures, collectibles, and everything in between, this is the channel for you. So make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and hit that bell notification so that way you're notified whenever a new video comes up. So let's get to those size comparisons. Now we have Pocket World's Leon Kennedy with Marvel Legends Dead. Leon, SH Figuarts Goku. Leon, NECA Predator. Now we have Miss Leon S. Kennedy in hand from Pocket World, and we're going to review this guy. Now, if you notice, there is no plastic. This guy is wearing clothes. If you guys haven't seen my 1000 Toys review of Dante and Nero and my Neo and also my V for Vendetta action figure reviews, you guys can check that in the description below because these figures actually are clothed. These are kind of like the mini Hot Toys. You know, these are, if Hot Toys is like the Porsche, this would be like, I don't know, what would be like the equivalent of these because these are smaller. The price point is not as expensive. What will we use to be able to describe the, I don't know, if you guys could come up with a name, let me know in the comments below so that way we can coin that, we can hashtag it. But this is considered like a lower end, very low end Hot Toys. You know, they're clothed, it's accurate, they have articulation, they have accessories. The only difference is this doesn't come with different head sculpts, which is unfortunate because this head sculpt, I mean, yes, it's, you know, just him looking at you straight dead in the face, but I feel that they could have done a lot more with it, maybe giving us a different face. Would have been nice, maybe a yelling face would have been great because, you know, obviously this game is full of action, so there's going to be some yelling. Now let's take a look at the clothes. We got his signature leather jacket for Resident Evil 6, if I'm not mistaken, in the collector's edition in Japan. I think it was like $1,000, and you would get an exact one-to-one replica of this jacket. So just a little bit of trivia for you, but we could see how it's all sewn and put together. His shirt right here is also Velcro. He has a red shirt underneath. I don't know if that's 100% accurate. There's no belt, but his pants are on tight. You could see the sculpt work at the underneath the shirt. I'm not gonna declothe this figure because, you know, with these kind of figures, once you declothe them, it's very difficult to put them on. So I mean, if you want to see his rippling abs, I'm sorry, you're not gonna be able to see that. But with that being said, the clothes are really nice. They hinder a little bit of the articulation, and by a little I mean very little. I mean, this guy's not going to be doing any, you know, gymnastics or, you know, crazy aerial moves because this guy is a human and he's just fighting zombies, so he's going to be able to do some tactical, you know, things, you know, be able to point his weapon and stuff like that. So as for the head sculpt, let's take a look at that right now. So we have the head sculpt right here. You can see that they have painted and sculpted the hair very nicely. You can see the nice little striations or the lines to be able to signify that this is hair on top of his head. We also have a nice little sculpt work of his little laser or flashlight that was used in the game because it was an over-the-shoulder kind of camera in Resident Evil 6. And if I'm not mistaken, that was also his communication with the other members of his team during the video game. So we can see that the figure looks very, I don't know, you know what, to be honest, this doesn't look accurate to Leon. I feel that they could have done a better job. I'm gonna post up some pictures, you know, on the side of him, so that way you could see if this figure looks like Leon Kennedy. See, it's there, like there is resemblance, but I don't feel that it's him. I mean, from here down, you know it's Leon Kennedy, but from here up, yeah, no, I don't think so. But that's just my opinion. If you guys seem to think different, I would like to hear in the comments below. And also, did you guys ever play Resident Evil 6? What did you guys think about it? I'm a huge Resident Evil fan, and I have to say Resident Evil 6 was a very bad title for me. I didn't like it too much, but I'd like to hear if you guys played it or own it, and what did you think about it as well. So let me know in the comments below. Now we're gonna get to everybody's favorite part, which will be his articulation. Head moves up, moves down, swivel, arm rotation, hinge, bend at the elbow, swivel, hinge, diaphragm joint back, forward, side to side, waist swivel, leg kicks forward, leg kicks back, Leon's tactical spread, bend at the knee, swivel, hinge. Now we're looking at all the accessories, and we can see that Leon comes with basically 2 pairs of hands, and then he has 2 right hands for gesturing or holding his other accessories that we'll go over, which are all of his artillery that he does come with. Now the paint apps on the hands are painted very nicely to his face or his skin color, so they did do that very well, and they do have detail in there. You can see fingernails. They also have on the back side of the hand that did they go the extra mile? Yeah, they also went the extra mile and gave, you know, the detail on the underside of someone's hand, you know, the nice little wrinkles and things like that. So you get 2 pairs of hands and 2 extra right hands with Mr. Leon from Pocket World. Let's take a look at his artillery. So his last bit of accessories that he comes with is a shotgun, his pistol, and his RPG rocket launcher, which is very nice. They're super detailed. It's not like they just molded it in like gray plastic and gave it to you. They actually went all out and gave some detail to it. So let's go with the shotgun first. We can see here that it does look like it has a wooden hand rest or choke. I think it's called the choke when you cock it back, so it actually moves. So that's really neat that they paid attention to that detail. You can also move the sight here on top. You can move it back and forth to different ranges. You know, if I'm not mistaken, in that game you're able to upgrade your weapons, you know, as things went along. So there's that detail there. This one doesn't have a compartment for shotgun shells or anything like that, but you can see that it's molded and detailed very nicely. They really went out with detailing this weapon. And then for his pistol, we could see here's the Lightning Hawk, which is something you get after playing the game multiple times. It has a sight on it, and what's also neat is what I like when they paid attention to detail is that the clip comes out, and it also has detail of it having a round at the top, and it goes back in nicely and securely. It doesn't just fall out. You actually have to pull it out. So it's really nice that they have that detail. It's painted nice in a silver gunmetal, and you can also see the laser right here at the bottom, the laser point focus. There you go. We got the laser point right there at the bottom. So that's very neat. He has a hand to hold those, which is his trigger finger. And then we have the RPG itself, which is able to remove its round, so you can make it look like it was fired. You can also make it look like he's reloading it, which is very neat. And it sits in there very snugly as well, so that it's not going to fall out if you have him holding it and it's just pointing down. It's not going to just fly out. It does sit in there securely. He's able to hold this very easily. I'll show up some pictures at the end where you're able to see that. And also another portion of this that's really neat is that you can also remove it as well. Is here's the sight. The sight actually comes off. It comes off pretty easily. I had it fall off a couple of times while trying to move things around, but it's just connected by 2 little pegs in right here on the side, and that's it. I'd be very careful with that because that's a pretty easy breaking point. And also, if I didn't mention, on his wrists when changing out his hands, those are also another easy breaking point with these figures. I've had a couple wrists pop out from the 2 little ball pegs. Let me just go over that real quick. This little ball peg right here, you can see that there's like a seam. I've had this pop out before, so that way you guys can see that. So I'd be very careful when swapping out hands. If you did pick this guy up, just make sure to be very careful and be very gentle. Now let's go to my closing thoughts. Now my final thoughts for this collectible is that if you're a big Resident Evil fan, I would definitely pick it up. I believe this figure went for about like $80 or $90, so it's a nice good little price point for what you get. I mean, you got about 2 pairs of hands and 2 extra right hands, and you get also a nice little arsenal of 3 weapons to choose from to display them in. As you can see with the photos that are going on in the background, he displays very well and he looks very nice. I mean, you're not going to get him in any kind of like acrobatic moves, but he does do it justice. And the only other gripe is that it doesn't come with any other facial expressions. But with all that being said, this is a nice figure, very nice for anybody's collection. I would definitely recommend picking it up. And if you have, let me know in the comments below as well. And now that we've wrapped this all up, guys, please make sure to hit that like button. It would really help out this channel. And make sure to hit that subscribe button so that way you don't miss on any new videos from me. So with all that being said, everybody, I will see you on the next review.